I am going to undercut you, plain and simple. It's simple as that. Now look and hear me out, because some of y'all ain't gonna like what I'm about to say. Some of y'all are gonna be like, okay, yeah, he's talking. But just let me just let y'all know right off the jump. I'm not here. I don't care, regardless if you like it or if you don't, because I ain't here to be buddy buddy. I'm here to keep it 100, to keep it real with y'all, to be straight with y'all, to be transparent with y'all, to keep it safe. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. And simply put, I will undercut y'all. And what I'm talking about is when people buy these things in the market on the personal shop that are clearly, bro, like they were clearly super cheap, and then you just bought them and now you're trying to flip them and you increase the price by like 400%. Now, and I'll tell you the exact example why of what this is even about, or why I'm talking about this. Before that, be sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate it very much. Helps out tremendously. Now, I've never really understood people who play the game as a market simulator. That's really weird to me, but to each their own. I'm not here to bash different play styles and whatever, because obviously some people play the game more so for fashion. Some people play the game more so for creative space or creative space. Some people play the game more so for the gameplay. So everyone has their different reasons, and the game presents itself with a lot of different reasons to play, right? So that's understandable. So I'm not here to like knock it, but I personally have never really understood it. Because I play the game because I like the game. If I want to play a market simulator, I download a market simulator where I go trade stocks, or I put a dollar into into, you know what I'm saying? Like funny money, right? Put a dollar in there. They don't want to worry about dollars. You want to play with things. You want to play with markets and stuff like. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta go all in and drop a couple grand, or you ain't gotta do that. But anyways, nonetheless, I've never really understood that. But one thing that gets me is like when you see things in the game, such as these Zelio weapons. And look, I'm telling you right now, I will undercut it every single time. I will drop the price down by hundreds of K every single time when I see stuff like this. So if you go here to the personal shop, this is on shift 1, of course. So it's like I was looking, because I was looking for some Zelios or whatnot, and I kind of popped up here because I've been doing DFD a lot. So I look at the Zelio prices and stuff like that. And let me tell you, just a few days, before the update, before this most recent update with Stia, there were a bunch of Zelios. They were pretty low. Some were down to 5K. Either way, there was a lot of Zelios, and they definitely weren't super priced. And then I come on here, I come to put some up the other day, and I happen to notice these gun blades right here being at 290. Now these are 290. These babies were sitting at like around like 500K yesterday or something like that. Same thing with the katanas. The katanas were sitting right up there as well. See, like at 500K. These are sitting at 500K. I am going to undercut this shit. I'm going to run DFD, and I tell you what, if I get a katana, it's going to be undercut. You'll be like, okay, well, big deal. I'll just buy them up and then I'll flip them. If I got 20 of them hoes and I can put them up one by one, you're going to keep buying them? I don't care. Either way, I'm getting my money. And eventually people are going to see it, and they're going to start listing theirs at that price as well. So now you're going to have to buy all those to try to recover your costs, because this is absurd. This is actually absurd. It makes no sense. Like, look, I understand it when you're doing it for like AC scratch items. You spent real money on that or whatever, and that's different. That doesn't affect anyone's play or anything like that. But when it comes to like simple gameplay mechanics, like these accessible weapons that are not difficult to get, let's be completely clear. These are not difficult to get. In fact, we're going to get some free ones in the freaking seasonal shop next week. Already leveled up. These are not difficult to get. This is just ridiculous. And I know when I see this, I know that it's someone who bought these cheap, and they're placing them one by one to drive up the price by a ridiculous, absurd amount that is not even logical or should even be reasonable. It's just pure extortion. And quite frankly, it is dumb. It is absolutely dumb. So I'm telling you right now, if you ever come onto the market and you see that there's a whole bunch of like items like these weapons, they're listed like really, really dumb prices when you just saw them listed for like under 100K, these should realistically be going for like 100 to 200K. Like all these. Like, in fact, some of these are like the Most of these other ones, some of these other ones, like, look at that. That's like 69. This is where these should be at. These should be around here. And now, don't get me wrong. Understandably, these are being used as fodder material as well, but not on a grand scale to that degree. Like I said, these things are not that really difficult to drop. And quite frankly, if you're running DFD, then these things are dropping out the wazoo. Sometimes you get 3 of these in a run in DFD R2. You know what I'm saying? Either way, they should not be priced at 500K. Plain and simple. Under no circumstance should these Zilio Gimblades or Zilio Katanas be priced at 500K. Under no circumstance at all. So I'm just letting y'all know that when I see things like this, and I've always been like this, it's always been like this. When I see things like this, I am going to undercut it. And if you better hope I do not have a lot of them, because you will be spending all your day checking. I ain't just gonna put them up all together. No, if I see it, I'll put one up. See it, okay. See how quickly you buy that. And I'll come back, put another one up. We might be doing this for 2 days straight. I got time. Let's go, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm just trying to make the experience more enjoyable for everybody. And like when people do things like this, it's just not fun for anyone. Because they're too accessible. If the weapon was more rare, it would make sense, but it does not make sense for the rarity of the weapon, for the scarcity of the weapon. It's not that scarce to the point where a Zilio Katana should be 500K when they were probably under, I can't say for sure, but when they were under 100K probably last week. I'm pretty sure all these Zilios were under 100K last week. There's no reason. But now, like I said, don't get me wrong, because I understand. And so, like, don't come into the comments and be like, yeah, everything should be cheap. Everything should always be cheap. So. No, look, I understand when people, want to drive up prices or whatever on certain things, especially like AC scratch items. Like, I understand that because you're paying real world money for that. So you have the freedom to do whatever with those prices. I understand that. And quite frankly, most cosmetics are kind of like that, because these aren't things that you need, that you absolutely need. They don't affect the gameplay. You know what I'm saying? But like these right here, or these Zilios, which are not that rare. These are not wing guard drop rates. These are not, flugel guard drop. These are not Tisa drop rates. If, God forbid, the Tisa drop rates when it first came out. They're not. There's no reason for these to be at this price at all. So I'm just saying, do what you do, but know that when I see things like this, these in specific, like when it's like actual like weapons or armors or stuff like that, whereas they're not that difficult to get, and I know that they're clearly being manipulated because I just saw the prices of them the prior week or whatever, and then something changed. Someone tried to buy them all up. You know what I'm saying? Just know that I am that guy who is going to have, because I play the game. I like to play the game. So I always have these things. I don't really need the Meseta. And so I might have 20, 30 of these things. And I will put them up and I will purposely slash that price. So just know that when you're looking at that and you see, oh, wow, I bought 500 of these. Okay, that's exaggeration. Yeah, I buy a whole bunch of these. I put them up. Whoa, but dude, why is this guy slashing it down? What, doesn't he want Meseta too? I want it the right way, bro. Not at the expense of ruining the experience of others. Teach their own. Anyways, be sure to like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Much love. Holla.
Spike to content.